Airports don't just move people, they move money. And some of their smartest profits start before you even board. Most people think airports are built for one purpose, to move passengers from one plane to another as efficiently as possible. But that's not really true. Modern airports are not just transportation hubs. They are carefully designed commercial environments. In other words, airports are not only trying to get you to your gate, they are also trying to get you to spend. And once you start looking closely, you notice something strange. Some of the most important parts of an airport are not there to help you fly. They are there to shape your behavior. The layout, the waiting time, the food, the shops, the signs, even the path you walk. A lot of it is designed to slow you down, expose you to products, and turn your travel time into spending time. Because for many airports, the real money does not begin when a plane lands. It begins the moment you arrive. When people think about airport income, they usually think of airplanes, landing fees, takeoff fees, and airlines paying to use gates and terminals. And yes, that is part of the business. Airports do make money from aviation operations. They charge airlines for using runways, terminals, jet bridges, security systems, baggage infrastructure, and more. But here's the part many people don't realize. For a lot of airports, non-aviation revenue is just as important, and sometimes even more valuable. That includes parking, retail stores, restaurants, duty-free shopping, advertising, car rentals, VIP lounges, and property leasing. So an airport is not just a place where planes come and go. It is also a giant commercial ecosystem built around travelers who are temporarily trapped, time-sensitive, and more likely to spend. That is what makes airports such powerful business machines. Unlike a normal shopping center, an airport has one huge advantage. The customer is already there, already waiting, and often unable to leave. That changes everything. One of the smartest parts of the airport business model is psychological. Once you pass security, your options become very limited. You are now inside a controlled environment. You can't just walk outside and go somewhere cheaper. You usually can't compare many alternatives. And because your flight has a fixed departure time, you are forced to wait. That waiting time is extremely valuable. To an airport, time spent wandering inside the terminal is not dead time. It is monetizable time. And that is exactly why so many airports are designed to make the post-security area feel like a shopping district. The goal is simple: keep you inside, keep you calm enough not to panic, and keep you close to opportunities to spend money. You'll notice that after security, many airports guide passengers directly into large retail zones. Not by accident, by design. Before you reach your gate, you often pass perfume stores, luxury brands, electronics, travel accessories, snacks, souvenirs, bookstores, and cafes. And the airport knows something very important. The moment after security is when many passengers feel relief. The stressful part is over. Now they have time. And when people relax after stress, they often become more willing to buy. So airports are not just moving bodies. They are managing emotional states. Stress before security, relief after security, then spending. Airport food feels overpriced, because it usually is. But not just because businesses are greedy. There are structural reasons. Operating inside an airport is expensive, rent is high, security requirements are strict, deliveries are more complicated, staff access is harder, storage space is limited. All of that raises operating costs. But that's only half the story. The other half is that airports know travelers are unusually vulnerable customers. You are tired. You may be rushed. You may not have eaten in hours. You might have a delay. And once you're past security, your food options are restricted. That means price sensitivity drops. In a normal city, a person might walk 5 minutes to find a cheaper sandwich. Inside an airport, most people won't. And airports understand that perfectly. So food inside airports is not priced like neighborhood food. It is priced like convenience, under controlled conditions. You are not just paying for a sandwich. You are paying for access, timing, and lack of alternatives. That is why a coffee, a bottle of water, or even a simple meal can suddenly feel absurdly expensive once you're inside the terminal. Because the airport environment changes what businesses can charge, and the airport profits from that entire ecosystem. Duty-free is one of the clearest examples of airport spending design. It looks like a travel perk, a bonus, a chance to save money, a place to grab something special before boarding. And sometimes it can be cheaper, but more importantly, it is one of the most psychologically effective retail formats in the world. Why? Because it combines four powerful triggers: urgency, travel mood, limited time thinking, and perceived savings. Even passengers who normally would not buy perfume, cosmetics, alcohol, or luxury items may suddenly think, well, I'm already here. It might be cheaper. I'm traveling, so why not? That's not random. That is retail strategy meeting travel psychology. Duty-free stores are often placed in highly visible, high-traffic areas for a reason. They are not hidden in corners. They are part of the path. And the products are chosen carefully. Items with high margins, strong packaging, gift potential, impulse appeal, and international brand recognition. For the airport, this is ideal. A traveler with time, emotional openness, and reduced price comparison is one of the best retail customers possible. Airports always tell you to arrive early, sometimes very early. And yes, part of that is practical. Security lines, check-in, baggage drop, passport control, and unexpected delays. All of that is real. But arriving early has another effect. It increases dwell time. Dwell time means the amount of time passengers spend inside the airport before departure. And more dwell time often means more spending. If someone enters the terminal 20 minutes before boarding, they are focused only on survival. They are not browsing shops. They are not buying gifts. They are not sitting down for food. They are not wandering. But if they arrive 2 hours early and clear security with time to spare, they become a much more valuable customer. Now they might eat, buy coffee, browse duty-free, pick up snacks, look at souvenirs, sit near commercial spaces, maybe even pay for a lounge. This is one reason airport design increasingly blends logistics with commercial experience. The airport does not just want passengers processed. It wants them processed early enough to become consumers. That does not mean every recommendation is part of some giant master plan. But it does mean that, from a business perspective, early arriving passengers are much better than last-second passengers. Because one creates retail opportunity, the other doesn't. A lot of people think the big airport money is in planes or luxury shops. But one of the most reliable profit engines is much more ordinary. Parking. Airport parking is incredibly powerful because it serves a high-need customer at the exact moment they need convenience most. If you're catching a flight, especially with luggage, time pressure changes how you think. Suddenly, paying a premium for nearby parking feels reasonable, even if it's expensive. For airports, this is excellent business. Parking infrastructure can generate large, recurring income. And unlike some retail categories, it does not depend as heavily on impulse buying or brand appeal. It depends on necessity. That is why airports often offer multiple parking tiers: short stay, long stay, premium, covered, valet, business parking, and fast-track bundles. The system is designed to segment travelers by urgency and willingness to pay. Someone going on a quick business trip may pay for convenience. A family going away for a week may choose a different option. A premium traveler may pay even more for smoother access. In every case, the airport benefits. Parking is not glamorous, but it is one of the clearest examples of how airports make money far beyond the runway. When you walk through an airport, it can feel natural. Just signs, corridors, shops, seating, and gates. But terminal design is not neutral. The route you walk, what you see first, how open the space feels, where you slow down, where you sit, all of that can influence spending behavior. Good airport design balances two goals: moving passengers efficiently and exposing them to commercial opportunities. That is why many terminals are organized so that retail is not a side feature. It is built into the journey. Some airports place shopping immediately after security. Some use wide-open retail plazas before gate areas. Some place food and seating where people naturally pause. Some design sightlines so stores remain visible even when passengers are only looking for their gate. This matters because humans buy more when options are visible, accessible, and mentally easy. And airports are experts in controlling those conditions. Even small design choices can influence revenue: where charging stations are placed, where natural bottlenecks form, where people queue, where they sit, where they feel rushed, and where they feel relaxed. An airport is not just architecture, it is behavior design at scale. The deeper you look, the clearer it becomes. Airports are not just selling transportation infrastructure. They are selling access, convenience, time, and attention. They sell access to airlines. They sell space to brands. They sell convenience to drivers. They sell waiting time opportunities to restaurants and shops. They sell premium calm through lounges. They sell visibility through advertising. And all of that is built on one thing: the predictable movement of millions of people through a controlled environment. That is why airports are such unusual businesses. They combine infrastructure, psychology, retail, real estate, and logistics in one place. To passengers, an airport may feel like a temporary inconvenience. But to the airport, every passenger is also a flow of economic potential. Not because every traveler spends a lot, but because the system is built so that enough of them do. And when millions of people move through that system, even small spending decisions become massive business. So the next time you walk through an airport, look around carefully. The expensive food, the duty-free maze, the long walk through retail, the pressure to arrive early, the premium parking, the carefully placed cafes and stores. It's not random. Airports are not only designed to move you, they are designed to monetize your time, your attention, and your behavior while you wait. Because in the modern airport, the flight is only part of the business. You are the rest of it.